ever wondered why some outfits just scream luxury while others fall completely flat? Well, it's all in the details. So I've rounded up 10 fashion faux pas to avoid if you want to look expensive. So let's get into them right now. The first one on my list is stop over accessorizing. You kind of need to go with a balance when it comes to having a pulled together, sophisticated look, because too little can look a little plain, while too much, and a lot of us go too much, can really give your outfit a lot of clutter. It looks overboard, and then it starts to look cheap. So what you want to do is to stick to one or two key pieces for a cleaner, more sophisticated look. In fact, if you're not sure about how many pieces you should be wearing and when you should tone it back or amp it up, I've done a whole video on something called the 8-point rule, and it is a fabulous way to know if you've overdone it or haven't done enough to look properly pulled together. It's kind of the gold standard for looking pulled together. So you can check that video out right here. I'll link it and in the description. Let's go on to the next one. The next thing you need to stop doing is buying fast fashion, because what happens is you end up chasing the latest trends and you end up with a wardrobe that you're sick of almost as soon as you've gotten it. The pieces don't last long and they're in and out of style in just one season or two. You want to do is you want to keep an eye on the trends. However, you want to buy classic pieces and build a timeless wardrobe of quality pieces that you can wear year after year, and they just become an essential part of your wardrobe. And it's okay to bring in just one or two pieces that are a little trendy each season, but what you want to have the bulk of your wardrobe be are those pieces that are going to stand the test of time and that are totally your style and you can wear again and again. The next thing you want to stop doing is you want to stop avoiding fit. Do you know that clothes that don't fit properly are the quickest way to make you look cheap and inexpensive? You want to just make sure that the pieces fit properly or that you're getting them tailored to fit your silhouette. And if you don't want to spend the money on a tailor, what I really recommend is choosing stores that are catered towards your body style. If you're petite, go for petites. If you're tall, shop at tall stores. If you know that you have a curvy figure, shop at the stores that you know really cater to a curvy figure. The next one you want to stop doing, and it seems very counterintuitive, is you want to avoid flashy logos. One or two classically placed logos can look chic, polished. Even the trend is to go the no logo look. So the key you want to go for is kind of sophisticated elegance. Look for quality pieces that are going to stand the test of time. People can usually spot quality from a mile away, and it's one of those things that they pick up on very quickly. The next one you want to do is refrain from too many colors. Too many colors in one outfit can look really overboard really quickly and way overdone. And you might be saying, but you've got on bold. Actually, I'm wearing green, all green with a hint of pink. Very understated. The pink is the only thing that's popping. So everything else, this is my statement piece, everything else is very toned down, very minimal, and I'm letting the cashmere sweater be the star of the show. The next thing is avoiding cheap fabrics. And this can be tricky because when you go into a lot of retailers, especially those faster fashion or more affordable brands, it's hard to find anything that isn't man-made or inexpensive fabric. When you're looking for a fabric that's going to be better quality, the best way to start is by looking at fabrics that are all natural materials. Look for linens, wool, cashmere, cotton. Those are going to be the things that, yes, they might be a little bit more expensive, but they're going to pay off much longer in the long run. They're going to last you a lot longer, and they're going to look so much more pulled together. The next thing you need to stop doing is stop neglecting the care of your clothes. I'm always shocked when I see people throw the clothes around, clothes end up on the floor. I know a lot of teenagers are very notorious for this, but just not caring for the clothing They're all rumpled up. You walk out the door, it's a wrinkled mess. It hasn't been washed. You might have taken it right out of the hamper, did the smell test, smelled okay, and you went out the door. It actually is not going to give you a very pulled together, expensive look if it's coming right out of the hamper. So what you want to do is make sure you're caring for your clothes. Keep it on a pretty quick rotation so that your good clothes can be hung up, ready to go at all times, and that you're caring for them properly the way they're instructed on the care label. The next thing you need to stop doing so that you can look expensive is to quit impulse buying. Because when you're buying on impulse, a lot of times we're tired, we've had a bad day, we're hungry, and we go shopping. Well, guess what? You're going to make all bad decisions when that happens. And I know retail therapy is really fun. I've done plenty of it, but I've also made some really bad decisions over the years because of all of those reasons, all of them. So what you want to do to look more pulled together is go spend some time, think about your closet, think about the things that you really need every time you go to get dressed and you're like, if only I had a denim shirt. That would look so cute with all of these items. Or if only I had a cream cashmere sweater. I'd be able to wear it so many different ways. And you write that down, just like going to the grocery store to shop. Don't go when you're tired or hungry, right? You're going to do the same thing when you're going shopping for your clothes. Have a list, you'll be buying with intention, and you'll be more likely to make the right decisions and not pick up all of those impulse buys. Believe it or not, the stores, I've worked for many retailers, and their whole goal is to make it so that you want to buy everything you see. So they put all the latest and greatest up front, all of the newest trends. They're going to entice you with that. They play music to make you feel good or pumped up so that you're ready to shop, and it's going to work against you. So the best way to do it and avoid those pitfalls is go in with intention, know what you want to buy, and always think to yourself, is this item going to go with pieces in my wardrobe? Because it's going to allow you to have a wardrobe that is pulled together, polished, and actually looks expensive. The next one on my list that you need to stop doing is overcomplicating outfits. And this kind of goes the same way with accessories. You can overcomplicate it with too many textures, too many patterns, and you think, oh, well, this looks cute. And even when you're buying, you end up, if you like a lot of patterns, a lot of times you'll end up buying so many patterns that you have no basics for anything to coordinate with. So when you're pulling together your look, to have it look polished, expensive, and really pulled together, you want to think, okay, what is the key piece of this wardrobe? If it's one pattern, you're always going to pair it with everything else really low key, pared down, and that will give it a very polished and sophisticated look. Which one of these was your favorite? Let me know in the comments. I love hearing from you, and I'll see you in the next video.